What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It is Tempered Gaming here. Today we're going to be ranking the best and worst legendary gems in Diablo Immortal. So if you like the video, please hit the like button, please hit the sub button. It really does go a long way. I'm going to try to kind of speed through this. Let's see if I can do that. So let's start with Gloom cast, which is right here. I know this kind of looks crazy right now, but let's see if we can kind of organize it. I'll try to actually... well, we'll just go through it. So Gloomcast, I would put at about an A. So your primary attack unleashes an aspect of Gloom for 6 seconds, during which time your primary attacks will trigger Gloom blades that deal 30% base damage. Hellfire, let's go with that right here. Using a skill conjures 3 Hellfire blazes around you to seek out enemies within 6 yards, exploding on them, dealing 45% base damage. 510 to all nearby enemies. I'm gonna put this about right there. I had it for a little bit, was not a fan. Concentrated Will, using a dash skill, calls a guardian angel to your aid, unleashing a blast of holy light in the direction, dealing 55% base damage. Concentrated Will, whoa, my bad guys. I'll put that as like right here. Frozen Heart, when you take damage, activate a frigid shield for 6 seconds that chills enemy attackers and absorbs damage equal to 150%. I don't see a lot of people using this, so I'm actually going to put it about right there. Bottled Hope, using a skill, grant buff increases the target's damage done and movement speed by 8%. So that's over here. We are going to put this a little bit above Gloomcast. I know a lot of people use that. Blessing of the Unworthy. When you take damage, you have a 20% chance, where are you? Right here, to unleash Retribution on all nearby enemies, dealing damage equal to 12%. I'll put that with Gloom. I use Gloomcast, by the way, out of these 3. All right, this is the one everybody wants, so we'll put this as S tier. Increases all damage you deal up to 8% while at full life, with a minimum bonus of 8.05 while at low life. Increases your movement speed by 10%. So this is just a lot of extra damage. A lot of people use this in a lot of different things. Chip of Stone Flesh. Each time you cause an enemy total loss of control, you will also apply an explosive curse. When the curse expires, I never see people use this. Really, I'm gonna put this about here. I definitely don't use it. I know it's cheap in the market, so people might have it for to chase high resonance. All right, this is gonna upset some people. I am gonna put Echoing Shade there. No one uses it in PvP. It is absolutely pointless. I have mine at like level 8 or 9, and I use it for PvE because it's so high. I have 3 clones that follow me around, but I actually aux a roiling consequence in it. When I first started the game, I just went straight for Rezo, and I started leveling the heck out of Echoing Shade, and I just decided to never do roiling consequence, which is unfortunate. Howler's Call, your primary attack is a 10% chance to summon a charging spirit wolf that inflicts 150% base damage plus 1458 to all enemies in its path. I see a lot of people using this. I'm still gonna put it like a B+. I'm literally gonna put Echoing A- just because it's helped me so freaking much with like challenge rifts and stuff like that. So we have all those. Okay. Phoenix Ashes prevents fatal damage and then grants a shield for 8 seconds that absorbs. I used to think this was like one of the best, but apparently it is not so much. So I am going to put this, I'm actually going to put it like right there. All right. Seeping Bile. Your attacks have a 4% chance to poison enemies, inflicting 25% base damage. I do know a lot of people use this, so I'm going to put this about up here with Bottled Hope. Swenson's Haunting. When you defeat an enemy, a dark beast attacks nearby enemies, dealing 50% base damage. This is kind of like, yeah, I'd say like down here. You can get them super cheap. Oh, Golly, guys, forgive me. I'm learning this. I'd put that about right there. They're super cheap in, you know, the market to get to like rank up Rezo pretty quickly. So let's see. Maul the Deep. I use this and like it quite a lot. I'm gonna put it up. I'll put it up with seeping. So dealing damage conjures a whirlpool at the enemy's location that pulls nearby enemies to its center. After 2 seconds, a massive sea monster erupts from the whirlpool, dealing 140% base damage. So basically, it's kind of like the wizard's thing. It just pulls everything in and then damages. It has come in handy before quite a bit. So Void Spark, which is right here. Dealing damage conjures a Void Spark for 6 seconds while the Void Spark is active. Dealing damage has a 30% chance to unleash lightning that chains up to 8 enemies. I know a lot of people use this. I'll put it up here. If you... Well, I'll do this in a second. Hilts of the Many. Dealing damage conjures 5 flying swords to follow you. Kind of worthless. I would put these basically like down here. Like you guys can just group together. Roiling Consequence. Dealing damage sends you into a roiling rage for 6 seconds, during which your critical hit chance is increased by, 12%. Sorry, I'm reading some shit up there. A lot of people use this, so I'll put that in line with all those. Storm Vault. Dealing damage conjures a storm at the enemy's location that pushes enemies, that pursues enemies for 6 seconds, continually damaging 22%. Dang, guys. I would put this about right here. I use it, but again, it was kind of something that, like, I would swap that out for seeping at higher or, Void Spark. But Starfire. I would put this up here with them. So when you deal damage, you have a 30% chance to rain meteorites in an area that knock back enemies. It is pretty strong. So Golden Firmament. Dealing damage grants you ascendance for 6 seconds, causing you to unleash 3 blasts of wind at random nearby enemies every second, dealing 45% base damage. I have not played around with this like at all. I don't think it's bad though. I'll put it like right here from what I think from what I've heard. Wolfheart. Dealing damage grants you Savage Heart for 6 seconds, causing your attacks to mark enemies at 5 stacks. The marks are consumed and slash the heart of the enemy, dealing 40% base damage. I use this and like it a lot, so I'll put it up here with Gloom Cask. Spiteful Blood. So taking damage while below 50% life causes Spiteful Blood to surge through you for 4 seconds, increasing your damage done by 4% and make you invulnerable to primary attacks from other players. I use this, I do, but I don't think it's like the best. I would kind of put it about right there. And honestly, guys, that is about it. If you like really want the PvP version, I'd put that up there. I'd put that up there. Yeah, Roiling, Void Spark, Starfire. Whoa. Put Starfire up there. I'd put Gloom. Damn, how much armor do you have, guys? 8, right? I feel like people would want Blessing up there and maybe Bottled Hope. So something like that. And then with Blessing. Probably these 8 up there. I would maybe swap Wolfheart and Maul the Deep in there for PvP. But anyways, that's it. If you guys like the video, please hit the like button. Please hit the sub button. It really does go a long way, guys. And I appreciate all the support I've gotten so far. I hope you enjoyed the video. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with me. I do read basically every single comment. But yeah, I appreciate it, guys. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. Tomorrow, I'm going to try to get down a PvP monk build. Yeah, y'all have a good one.